You know, it seems like there's an awful lot of Soviet-esque or stalker-esque type of games coming out lately. We'll be doing Shadow Project, or more specifically, its demo. It is a game that I know next to nothing about, but it apparently is taking place during the fall of the Soviet Union, and there are some weird two-headed monsters in it. And did my everything just crash? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. Let's turn that right down. Alright, give me 1 second so I can balance the sound here, ideally. Okay. Kind of an unnecessary thing where you can just... Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Could you not see? Oh, dear. Well, that's a good start, huh? Okay. You're shitting me. You're kidding me.
In the wake of World War II, and the revelation of German scientists' experiments on human subjects,
it only captures the thing when I alt-tab out.
Came together to develop the Nuremberg Code, attempting to establish a set of guidelines for the future of scientific experiments involving human beings. Soon after the establishment of the code, the United States and the Soviet Union became entangled in a bitter Cold War, with both nations attempting to prove their political and military dominance over each other. A heated arms race quickly ensued, and once again the boundaries of human ethics were pushed further towards the abyss. As the Soviet Union began to dissolve in the late 1980s, the Soviet Army embraced a desperate plan of action and embarked on a monstrous new weapons program. Shadow Project. The program was conducted entirely in secret, away from the eyes of the Soviet people and the international community, until eventually rumors began to circulate of large groups of people disappearing, and horrible human-like creatures being seen in remote regions of the Soviet Union. Following a credible report from a Soviet defector in May of 1990, the United States sent a small team from the CIA Special Operations Group to Neobiki Forest in Belarus to investigate claims that the Soviets were conducting horrific experiments.
Yeah, Colonel. The Americans. They heard the clap of my ass cheeks, and now they're coming to investigate a post-Soviet bloc scientific compound. Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this, because, well, I can't exactly play the game frickin' alt-tabbed out, because, again, it's like, right, you see how you can now see the screen? Well, that's only after I alt-tabbed, right? So if I hit escape, right, you don't see that. You don't see the menu, but if I alt-tab out, there you go. That's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to see if there is an... If there's like a... Here we go, hold on. We good? Okay, okay, cool. Alright, Borderless actually did it. I'm gonna frame rate cap this to 90, because it looks like it is actually at least somewhat optimized and is pushing 110. What? Really? That's where you start off, you just... Okay. We just walk up to a random dude on this abandoned road. Out in the middle of frickin' nowhere's Belarus. Okay. I do not know where those bullets are even going. Okay. Really? Ah, yeah. Premium ammo.
Yeah. Colonel. Colonel. I need you to send me that premium ammo. Colonel. I need the premium 556 ammo for my M4A1 in Belarus. Colonel. The Russians. They heard the clap of my ass cheeks.
I feel like this is very unfitting music.
Colonel, why did you send me out here without a pistol? Why am I picking up a Makarov from these dudes? Colonel, why is everyone wearing what looks like EOD disposal? Oh, well, that's kind of... Shake my head,
I don't know if there is a... I don't know if there is a fire mode selector. I would wholly prefer having single fire because this thing's kickback is ridiculous. Alright, we got a key. What does it go to? I don't know. Read. Nally Bulky base memo. Command has ordered that this facility be decommissioned. There is reason to believe that Comrade Diaryev's recent disappearance may put this location at risk. All organic material above ground should be incinerated. All specimens currently in incubation below ground should also be disposed of. Mature specimens in our possession should be arranged to be transported to the Kopova facility for continued observation and testing. Special care should be taken with the specimens designated Begamot. These subjects should be heavily sedated before attempting to transport. Vehicles and materials for their transportation should be arriving from Minsk within the next 48 hours. Okay. Hold on, let me actually look if there is a... alright, keybinds. We are looking at... flashlight is on X. Alpha. And Omega. No, there is no fire mode selector. Well, that sucks. Also, apparently the healing button is on. Alright, well, +1 you can actually shoot the birds. I don't know where its body went. Oh, I was standing on it. I'm sorry, buddy. I needed to know. There's too few games where you can actually do that. So, I'm gonna assume that that is readily apparent, but yeah, the game is stuttering bad at some points. I don't know if that's because it's loading in new things, or... What? Is that an IS-2? This is supposed to be like 1990, right? Why is there an IS-2 here? That should be like a T-34, or T-34? T-34? T-72 or something. Wow, that is a depressing looking vehicle. I don't think I need another macro to my collection of macros, which apparently I have not actually been picking too many up. Oh, you're just picking up the ammo. Alright. Okay, there is a lean. The Makarov isn't silenced, but it sounds kind of pathetic. I mean, the whole point that they're wearing these vests is to ideally not be shot by a Makarov and then die from it. A PSH. It's supposed to be 1990, right? Yeah, no, just put a bandage on your arm. That immediately helps all the bullet wounds you have in your torso. Feel very slow walking. I think I only hit him on the last bullet. Honestly, that thing looks more of like a helmet from the US military. Okay, another officer key. Alright, just adding that to my collection, I guess. Or do I have a Molotov? Yeah, I do. Hey buddy, how you doing? Okay. So I don't know how much of this game I'm needing to really describe as opposed to just letting you see it, but yeah, the game's a little jank. The game is lacking a little bit of polish. God knows how much of this is just like AI stuff or, you know, asset store stuff. The music is throughout this entire thing, I felt like all the music has kind of been unfitting, really. Okay, adrenaline shot. Ah, yes. The game is also very easy. Oh. Did I choose easy? I don't even know. I don't even know if there was a difficulty option. I kind of just jumped into it. You know, it's like, Stalker? This would be you reloading 50 frickin' times. Because Stalker is actually properly difficult in a lot of ways. Maybe a little bit too much, arguably. But yeah, I just Call of Duty'd this entire place. Alright. I don't really know where to go. I have 2 keys. I have a... Isn't that a training round, actually? I think the blue grenades were training rounds. They were dummies. Might be wrong. I might be misremembering, but I think that's the case, and those are also... I'm fairly certain the American grenade, but, you know, discrepancies. Accuracy. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm surprised there was still someone alive. That was a good death. You know, fall down the stairs and just have your legs split open like that. Inventory full. Ah, dang. You know what? That feels like absolute overkill. That massive truck and then pulling this thing. Really? Not, not to say it's just pallets. Like, ah yes, we shall use this truck to haul 3 pallets down the road. How many gallons is that gonna be? Yes. Okay. If you hit M, there is in fact not a map. There is no inventory slot sorter, is there? Really though, there is a strange jank with this game that I can't quite put my finger on or describe, but it does kind of feel like it's a, like it's an asset flip. Like this menu is... It's interesting. I really don't know if I'm supposed to be here at this point. Or if I'm supposed to leave this place. Oh good. More shit I can pick up that I don't need. 9mm. Okay. Really? Why do games do this? Let me jump off and potentially kill myself. Cowards. I think I have eliminated everyone at this place. I still do not know where to go, though. I don't know if I'm trying to find, like a bunker entrance that goes down. Well... Yeah, the timing on that was pretty good, huh? I don't know if I have to find an entrance that goes down. Immediately finds it as saying it. Oh, fuck, hi! What? It looks like a weird frog. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Well, look at him. Don't you want to give him a pet? Just give him some pets, you know? Yeah, have you seen that dog? What the dog doing? Can I pet that dog? That was easy. I guess this is supposed to be this game's version of Snorks. Man, these things are pitiful. Makarov is taking them out? Really? Okay. Oh, hey buddy, how you doing? Oh hey, another PPSH. Why are all these guys just using, like, World War II weaponry? Soviet Union, the Soviet Union has called them, they would like their overstock weapons back. My dear God. You will never not have ammo in this game. Like, dear God. Can I just... Oh. Oh, you actually can. Alright. Well, it gets a little bit of a +1 on that. So, I guess you could really just dump the 9mm and then just have nothing but 7.62 and 5.56 for your 2 primaries. Yeah, it just kind of seems like that would probably be the better option. Not that it really seems to matter in the end, because everything just dies. It doesn't matter what you shoot them with, where you shoot them, it just dies. You hit something, it dies. You know, it does not seem like the weapon choice really matters here. I can't pick that one up. Oh, there's actually a compass at the very top of the screen. So... Huh? Is that it? Is this just a dead end? Because that's the way I came in. That's just a dead end there. And then there's this, but this looks like a... You know, like you can see the clipping happening there. It looks like this is a way to get in from the area you start in. You know, the area where I started getting shot immediately as I started walking, because I thought the guy was actually an ally. Okay, well, this was in fact not progress. I don't think, at least. It looks like that is supposed to be a one-way entrance into here. As opposed to the way I came in, which was the front frickin' gate. Okay, so there's this. I feel like the developers saw the forest and wanted to try their own take on that. So it is now just Soviet cave exploration with mutants. So that was just... that was a circle, okay. I could really do without the constant heartbeat sound in my ears, though. Yeah, imagine that's the end of the demo, just... Thank you for playing the demo. I just saw my mouse cursor. Oh, no, 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 okay. Ah, let me shoot the bats. Trying really hard not to just bring up Stalker or Metro or, you know, any number of different things I could make a comparison or allusion to. But it really does just seem like, you know, there just seems to be this little bit of like a zeitgeist or something with you know, Russian-flavored something, and then there being, like, dark, dingy caves and metro systems. We are happy to report the success of the first series of experiments in our new shared endeavor. We have now established a viable baseline process for all future projects, and are continuing to broaden our understanding of what Shadow Project will accomplish on behalf of our great nation. We began by increasing levels of the hormone IGF-1, responsible for regulating bone and tissue growth in both canines and humans. Visibility of this procedure was quickly established on the first series of canine subjects, which generally responded quite well to the enhancement, with a successful uptake of the hormone established at 78% of all initial test subjects. The second of our experiments was designed to increase aggression of those canine subjects who had successfully adapted to the increase of the IGF-1 hormone. This was achieved by the forced mutation of the MAO-A gene using ionizing radiation. Successful mutation occurred in only 43% of subjects, resulting in total viability of 33.54% of our original testing population. As a result of these tests, All canine subjects experience a range of unexpected reactions, the most common being congenital hypotrichosis and immune-mediated retinal detachment. The subjects are henceforth referred to as Phase 1 subjects. So it's what if we combined Resident Evil's Umbrella Corporation with Soviet stuff? And again, it's a little bit of Stalker because a little bit of the Stalker stuff has like mutated animals and whatnot, partially because the Soviet scientists were experimenting on okay. Yeah, I still got a lot of bandages, it's fine. I couldn't see them though. Ah, let me shoot the rat. No! Ah!
Kill the man things, yes, yes!
Oh, that was good. That was a good stutter load. Something. His arms went and completely detached. His arms left. This is going to be the whole game, isn't it? Just you hear heartbeat. I don't think I should fall into that. What do you think these rats are surviving off of? What? How are you here? There was weird shit running around. How are you here and alive? Oh, really? Obligatorisch stigmatidiert. It is kind of annoying though that they are running around in here after having seen a bunch of these mutants running around. It's like, they should probably be killing each other, you know? So I don't know what this thing is for. Why do we have keys? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drop the pistols, really. Not that I really need the... Am I really going to use a frag grenade? I don't think I will. It seems kind of like a bad idea anyway. You're in a area, like a cave, and you want to throw a grenade. That just seems like a bad idea. Orders have been sent out to barricade this place. Take your squad and put up a stone wall to prevent anything from escaping. Make it fast though. Our orders are to evacuate by the end of the day. Keep some hand grenades on standby in case you need to take it down. You can rotate stuff. Well, shit. Huh. I didn't even know that until I saw that. Not that that helps, because the inventory system is still kinda... Yes, spooky noise dot png. Dot png. There really needs to be an auto sort. You know, you trying to sort your inventory while you're getting shot at by Belarusians, and you know, you have monsters trying to eat out your asshole. Right. The Phase 1 experiments were regarded as an unprecedented success. However, what to do with failed test subjects led to unanticipated results. The first subjects to fail the MOA-A mutation were incinerated. However, this resulted in a very visible negative effect on the morale of the soldiers tasked with carrying out the duty. As a compromise, remaining unsuccessful Phase 1 subjects will now be quarantined in a small cave system attached to the Naliboki facility and left to fend for themselves. We expect most to perish quickly due to dehydration and starvation, though particularly resilient subjects will likely find enough sustenance in these cave systems to survive for several months at maximum. At minimum, sorry. I'm gonna assume a grenade cannot break that down. Alright, well, I guess we need to actually go into that side passage and jump down into the water. Which seems like an absolutely wonderful idea. You know, it's like they're barricading this place and trying to GTFO, and our orders are to go in and explore shit. Well, I mean, we already saw some weird shit. We probably already have enough evidence to, you know, just leave and be like, yeah, no, weird shit happened there. I'm surprised I had enough space for all that, frankly. Oh, this is where it goes. Alright. Wait. Is that why I've been hearing the heartbeat this entire time? I've actually been wounded this entire time. Hmm. Seems like a good bridge to go across, you know? Very safe and trustworthy. Do you doubt Soviet engineering, comrade? So that is death. You cannot go down there. Well... Okay. Oh, that's a great throwing animation. I know animations and whatnot are hard, but really? Oh, that actually broke the light. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh no, the radio. The radio was a casualty. So again, I'm very confused on where to go then, because this is a dead end, but I'm not allowed to jump down there. It just auto-kills you. So where do you want me to go, game? Seriously. No, nothing here. Yeah, it's kind of actually hard to tell, other than the heartbeat, that you were still wounded at that point. The gradient, the color gradient, is not obvious enough, especially when you're in this dark cave system. So, I don't know. I do not know where to go. Because we've been through 2 different cave systems now, effectively. And neither of them have actually been it. It's kind of strange because the music has a stinger in it, but nothing is happening for that stinger to be justified. A premium ammo. I feel like this is going to be most of the game past a point. It's just you trying to deal with your inventory. It's turning into Tarkov, isn't it? Everything just has a very strange amount of space taking up by it. It makes it very hard to actually fill in space and it be, you know, good. Well, at least I was able to kind of somewhat do that. Anyway. So... my... follow the cable. Really? Oh my god. Ooh. Wait, what? Surely not. You're kidding me. Okay. It makes sense that you would want your generator to open your door to be behind the new wall that you've just put up. You know, in the biohazard cave. Where are you, little shit? Hey, buddy. They kind of look like those monsters from Tormented Souls. God, they're fast, though. Thing almost looks like wood. I like that there's just no rhyme or reason to these bags, these trash bags just being littered around. Really? Really? We're doing this? Oh, I thought that was a PKM. Oh, that got my hopes up. I thought that was a much, much bigger gun. It's just an AKM. Alright, let's see. One of our researchers was fatally attacked by one of the failed Phase 1 test subjects this morning while performing routine testing on the first release set of Phase 2A subjects. It was previously believed that these Phase 1 subjects had failed the MOA-A gene mutation. However, we now understand that the mutation can occur in significantly delayed stages, leading to a substantial increase in the number of suitable candidates for continued testing and eventual deployment. While the Phase 1 subjects were previously noted to be highly aggressive upon agitation, this characteristic appears to have increased by an order of magnitude by the preceding 2 months in which they have been kept in subterranean isolation. Precisely what triggered this attack has not been determined, though we suspect that the Phase 1 subject became hostile due to a heightened sense of territorial aggression. I like that the AKM's model is just very shiny, and again, I don't know if they're making these models themselves or if they're just buying them off an asset store, but whoever made it, you know, good job. Looks nice. I've got another Makarov. Looks like he's got like jam on him. That was it? Okay. Alright, you know what? I need to know. Yes, that is a thing. God, that kind of looks like a person. Like, if you squint, it's like there's the head, and it's like he's holding the thing. Really? Oh, there we go. Oh, there's literally nothing back here. I really don't remember playing the forest all too well. But I do believe there was a fair few segments like that where you were squeezing through the caves and you do actually have to, you know, like put down your weapons and whatnot. Oh, that didn't kill him. Wow. I don't know why, but a lot of games cannot get gun sound effects correct. I've been playing a few lately where that is the case. Having a good gun sound effect definitely helps just immerse the player. Also just kind of annoyed I cannot select single fire. You know, maybe I'm too picky with games sometimes, but it's one of those things when you can play a game from, oh god, how old is Stalker in a general sense? I think that was like, I don't know, like 2010s or something? Where is he? Yeah, and it's like, Stalker is not exactly well polished either. But the fact that you can play a game, however old Color Purple and Shadow Chernobyl and whatnot is, there are features in those games that, you know, maybe are not exactly standard. Yeah, so why do the the Belarusians, who are all using AKMs now, as opposed to the PPSHs, why do they just have 556 laying around? Do you just have, like, a gun enthusiast? You know, some dude is just collecting a bunch of guns from other nations or something? I don't know. Honestly, I think there is just too many items in this game. The game just, it's like a piñata. Every human enemy is a piñata, just spewing out ammo. If this game is supposed to be difficult, it definitely is not. It's not really accomplishing that. I'm carrying so much goddamn ammo. Let me pick up more. So again, they had their door locked behind an area they couldn't easily get to with a bunch of mutants in it. Or whatever you want to call them. Test subjects. And again, there really doesn't seem to be any reason to ever really, like, change out your weapons. The Makarov seems to be about as effective as everything else. The main difference there is just Makarov has less ammo in its mag, so that's its main weakness. The PPSH I really feel should be shooting faster than everything else, but I think it's shooting about the same as the AKM and what is this called? The XM4, which I'm pretty sure is just a M4A1, but yeah. AR-15 platform, whatever the hell. I don't know, maybe it was like the Heckler & Co. Attempt at making a new rifle for the US military. I don't really remember a lot of this shit. I knew a lot of this back around 2015 to 2018, but I don't really remember a lot of these things anymore. Yeah, same with the whole, like, 6.5mm replacement attempt that the US military was doing there, and I think, technically speaking, it's officially adopted. It's just, I don't think it's really getting used. I think it's still 556 and 762 are the still primarily used calibers. I don't even know what the adrenaline shot is for. I don't know if that's supposed to be a healing item, a buff item that helps you act faster, you know, like slows the game roll down. I don't know. Well, we got a lot of them. We probably have enough to kill someone with now, but yeah. Keep picking them up. Oh, this is different. Okay, I definitely missed this. Yep, a little bit more stuttering. It's always good. Another PPSH. Well, I liked the look of this area. Oh, it looks cool. Can I just close this behind me so I don't have shit running up behind me? Why is there just a gurney there? Oh, it's not really a gurney, is it? It's just a crappy bed. I'm gonna assume I can't walk through there, and that's just going to be pain. Is that supposed to be steam, or is that supposed to be something else? Because that's green. The hell's that? Okay, something Resident Evil, Plagas, something game theory. They're inputting weird little mutated parasites, and that's making the mutants. There you go. Following our initial success, we moved very quickly to carry out the next phase of experimentation. We have rounded up vagrants from a number of outlying villages throughout the Soviet Union. Only males of sufficient physical acumen were proceeded to the testing phase, with all the other candidates being promptly disposed of. Due to the much larger than anticipated number of viable candidates, we have divided all subjects into separate groups and transported them to appropriate facilities throughout the Union. Oh god, another adrenaline shot. Like, my guy is going to be tweaking if he ever actually gets around to using these. It's like him going, you know, just drinking so much coffee. Screw it. What do you do? You make the screen sway slightly, I guess? I don't know. We have managed to successfully integrate a weaponized pathogen from the Aralsk 7 facility with one of the Nalibolki subjects, which has been designated as Specimen Begamot. The subject, upon being threatened, is capable of emitting heavily concentrated anthrax spores to which it has developed an unexpected T-cell based immunity. Whereas our previous subjects have not been deemed suitable for future deployment, This prototype has demonstrated substantially evolved combat capabilities, directing its aggression. However, it has proven to be a more challenging task. Therefore, the subject has been isolated within our underground installation while we continue to prepare for potential field use. Oh, I'm going to be trying to I'm going to try to use up the ammo for the 556. Maybe just drop it after a point, but I don't know, it seems like this game is going to be kind of just popping a bunch of that either way. Okay. So I just couldn't go backwards, I guess. It'd be cheap, I guess, if we could just run away. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh shit. I thought he couldn't do that. I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be the anthrax spores. Oh, he's dead. Good pose. Good pose to die in. You doing good? Feeling alright? I think you need a moisturizer, dude. You look a little... You know... Skin's looking a little dry. Well, there you go. There's a boss fight, I guess. That was apparently necessary. Kind of really removes all the tension when you have so much ammo. Well, there you go. That is the end of the demo. That was about an hour's worth, and that probably would actually be much less if you are not me and you don't actually kind of dick around for about 10-20 minutes. That definitely could have been faster, and also would have been faster if I didn't just drop into the hole there, which I thought was the way to go. I don't think I can be blamed for that, because it looked like that was a thing you needed to do, and well, actually, no, it definitely wasn't, so yes. There you go. There is the look at Shadow Project. I don't know how much it's going to be, and it is going to be released apparently in some time of 2026. I think they need to work on it a little bit. It's got a little bit of jank, and honestly, it's a little easy. Maybe too easy. There's also kind of way too much ammo and just healing items in general. Difficulty was casual versus tactical. Okay, no, I did have it on an easy difficulty, but even so, I don't think that would have made a difference. I really don't. Here, let me give it a couple seconds more. How easy is it?
Wake of World War.
Oh yeah, the intro voiceover wasn't exactly great either, but whatever. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. There you go. I mean, the graphics are generally pretty good. And the narrative, the story, I'm mildly interested in what it might be getting to here. But it's also a little, you know, kind of silly, kind of generic. I'm not sure if the difficulty swap is actually doing anything. And if it is, it's not doing much. There's actually a very slight grain. I don't think that's going to be visible on the VOD, but yeah, there's actually a very slight grain here. Didn't really notice it before. Hey buddy, how you doing? Come on. There you go. Alright, so... difficulty, I think, does make it 2 or 3 bullets quicker to die. I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I'm intentionally trying to get shot there, and it still took me a while to actually get killed there. So, yeah, I think they need to, maybe up the difficulty. But there you go. There is Shadow Project. So, that'll be it for now. Until next time. Have a good one.